Now I would need to talk about something very much related to physical and chemical properties is physical and chemical changes. I want to kind of draw your attention to these down here. This looks like copper, and this is like cute little sugar repeating units, of course sugar molecules. Now, if we're talking about a physical property then of either any matter, okay, that means that no new substances are formed. So what you have in the beginning is what you have after you evaluate it, okay? So there's this similar thing called a physical change. Physical change. So a physical change in matter is like a physical property in that no new substances are formed. The other thing then we're going to talk about a few lectures from here is a chemical change. And a chemical change is new substances are formed. Okay, so physical change is kind of like a physical property, non-destructive, no new substances are formed. But it can look different. So examples of physical changes are these. So anytime something transitions from a solid to a liquid or from a liquid to a gas, it changes its phase. The molecules or the atoms are the same. The repeating unit is the same. It's just what we call these intermolecular bonds. That is changed. The amount of what I called webbing kind of intermolecular bonds on a previous video. So these transitions are all examples of physical changes. Also, if you just kind of physically grind something, it looks different, but on a molecular scale or an atomic scale, it's the same stuff. No chemical bonds were broken when you crush something like that. When you dissolve something, sometimes it is simply a physical change. Nothing new was formed. Sometimes actually it's a chemical change. So I want to kind of spend a little bit of time talking about phase changes. This actually is water going from what, a solid to a liquid to a gas. And you see those cute little water molecules? They're the same from the beginning to the end, okay? Of course, as I go from left to right, we have to add heat to make that happen, right? And as we add heat, we are breaking the webbing. We're breaking the intermolecular bonds. And we actually talked about this earlier. This should look familiar. Here we have the three different phases. We have a solid, liquid, and gas. And over here, we have how much intermolecular bonding there is, the webbing, okay? Solids have high degree of intermolecular bonding, gases have none. And then kind of related to that, I think, is that solids have basically low kinetic energy. They're not moving a lot, and gases have a crazy amount of kinetic energy. So that's kind of how that goes. If you transition from a solid to a liquid to a gas, those are all examples of physical changes.